Stephen A. Smith has been a guest on the Joe Budden podcast, and I was very hyped when I saw this because regardless of if you like Stephen A. and Joe Budden, I believe they are pretty similar characters and they are being received the same. In my opinion, they have the same qualities as far as entertainment and journalism. There is nothing that you can take away from them. And before we even get into that video, I want to say, man, we don't know these guys. They are probably even way better than what we think or way worse than what we think. So let's just consume the content and stop, hating on them or loving them so much. Like, just be like, yeah, man, they're providing content, they're great in their field. But whatever. Let's get into this video, man. Stephen A. Smith opened up about Shannon Sharpe once again, but he provided some very interesting information. So before I play the clip, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and then we're going to come back and react to this clip.
Right, so the stat thing, I can understand.
Got it.
But the second that Shannon became available, and I like that you did this, by the way.
Right.
I like that you, I make no qualm, I would like him over here. I like that for the business. But for the skip stuff, I was like, oh, no, that's a jab. That hurts. You're going to go after the co-host so soon. You didn't care.
I didn't look at it that way.
Got it.
I would have looked at it that way if Shannon left of his own volition. I'm telling you he did it. I'm telling you he was pushed out.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
Well, I'm telling you, and it's fact. Now, they could deny it. He wouldn't. I can promise you that. He was pushed out. He didn't want to leave. He was notified that your services would no longer be needed. But again, that's his story to tell.
Of course.
All right, so y'all heard what Stephen A. had to say. And I got to say, for those of you who followed me for a little bit, I want to say it was 3 months ago, I made a video called Stephen A. Smith Suggests Skip Bayless was actually the one who wanted Shannon Sharpe off the show. I said that some people felt me, some people called me a liar, clickbait, or whatever. I was right. The proof is in the pudding. That's all I'm going to say. And shout out to Stephen A. Smith for being so candid. Shout out to Joe Budden for asking the right questions. And Skip Bayless or Fox Sports, I don't know who made the final call or saying, yeah, we're going to let go of Shannon, but y'all fucked up. Y'all really did. Because there is no way that y'all didn't know that Shannon Sharpe had become the draw of the network at that point. It was all Shannon Sharpe. Skip Bayless, we're going to give him his love as a pioneer. We're going to give him his love as the star of the show at the beginning. It was definitely the 1A. But you can see that Shannon Sharpe was way more popular. Shannon Sharpe was way better at debating, regardless of if you agreed with, his overall points or whatever. When he came to actually debating, he is leagues above Skip Bayless. He's way more funnier, way more entertaining. He has the pedigree and the cachet being an ex-pro athlete. He is younger and he was cheaper. I don't see how you pick Skip Bayless over him. And that's not no hindsight 2020 now that we see the difference in viewership between First Take and Undisputed. You can see it. Shannon Sharpe was the star of the show. I was watching Undisputed because of Shannon Sharpe, not because of no Skip Bayless. I don't dislike Skip, but I like watching Skip Bayless with Shannon Sharpe. Now that he's over there trying to figure it out with other people, I'm not going to say he's trash because he's still not trash. He's still entertaining, but he is no Shannon Sharpe. The facts about Skip Bayless is, again, pioneer, but when he was on First Take before Stephen A. Smith, he wasn't number one. He became number one when Stephen A. Smith joined. Same with Shannon Sharpe. He was never number one because First Take kept on riding that wave, right? But the show was at its peak because of Shannon Sharpe, meaning that Skip Bayless is like, he is working very well with another iconic duo, with a counterpartner. And right now he doesn't have that, and by himself he cannot carry the show. He cannot, in my opinion. Another fact, a real good quantifier about who's actually popping. They both have a podcast on their own network. Shannon Sharpe, he took it away. Now he's with Volume Sport. But he started Club Shay Shay under FS1. Skip Bayless has his own podcast, The Skip Bayless Show, on FS1. Just check the viewership. Just check the views and you will see clearly who's popping. And I know Shannon Sharpe's show is guest-based and Skip Bayless is over there doing monologues, but still, It's night and day. Stephen A. Smith, for the most part, has a podcast that he does by himself. He's popping. Skip Bayless isn't. Another thing that's super valuable for a network, in my opinion, is that Shannon Sharpe is so popular that he can have anyone on the show, any guest. He just had an interview with Chris Brown yesterday. He interviewed Dwayne Wade. He interviewed Steve Harvey. He interviewed T.I. He interviewed Cedric the Entertainer. Like, he's interviewing all of them. All of them. He might have a LeBron James interview once LeBron James is done. Skip Bayless can do none of that. Skip Bayless has Lil Wayne. That's great. But that's it. That's it. So, and even when Club Shay Shay was under FS1, you could have made so much money keeping that under your umbrella. But you still show Skip Bayless. So again, I don't know. We don't know the in and outs about, after all of the arguments that they had, Skip Bayless just made the phone call and he was like, man, it's Shannon or me, or if it's Fox Sports who actually made the decision. But whoever made that decision over there fucked up big time. And now Shannon Sharpe is winning. Skip Bayless is not losing because he's still doing good. His numbers are okay, right? But Shannon Sharpe is winning the competition, that's for sure. And the big loser is FS1, the network, because Shannon Sharpe now is with the competition in the volume sports, with the competition at ESPN, and both of these networks or platforms are popping, and FS1 is not. So anyways, these are my thoughts. Get in the comment section and give me your thoughts about all of what Stephen A. Smith had to say, and about FS1. Did you believe that it was actually the higher ups who got rid of Shannon Sharpe? Did you believe that it was Skip Bayless who got Shannon off the show? And who was right? So anyways, we can close the video right here. Appreciate you guys for checking me out. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.